Yeah, that the understanding of yourself and understanding of the universe, I think a lot of times the confusion happens where we confuse the meanings of things. Like if somebody thinks, oh, this means that, and then they have an emotional reaction to it that's negative. So they repel whatever it is, even if whatever it is might have been wisdom. And if the original point is explained, so the meaning can be changed, then the response is actually very different.
Yeah.
So all of this is learning, what meaning do we give reality? If we have strong reactions to things, that's a clue number one to look at, okay, why am I so triggered by things? If you're triggered, that means you're not living in alignment. Anytime we have a trigger, that means something is off. It's either bumping into an incorrect meaning that you gave to that reality, or some belief that is somehow in the way and being asked to be clarified, or into some part of you that is not you, that is programmed or imprinted upon you by how you were living. So triggers are actually wonderful things that life puts in our path in order to help us awaken, because you cannot miss a trigger. Like if you're pissed about something, you know it. And that's actually a very good thing, because, okay, wow, that created a strong reaction. Let's look at what's the cause here. What is in me that is afraid and protecting? Because anytime we have a strong reaction, it's a protective response. So protective response usually goes back right into childhood, when something was either denied or pushed on you as a person, and then you as the person ends up with, okay, I will never let somebody push this on me, or I will never let somebody deny me that. That's a childhood statement that then kind of gets buried within the adult personality. And as a grown-up, you might have a strong response to, let's say somebody says something and suddenly you're like all upset about it. And if instead of projecting the upsetness onto another person, kind of like blame and making them at fault for triggering you, but instead we look inside, we start noticing that, okay, thank you, universe, first of all, gratitude for giving me this trigger, because now I'm aware that something is off. And second, let's look at, what am I protecting? What meaning did I give this event? What does it mean about me? Because no events mean anything about us, but we make it mean something about us. Right. Like, oh, this didn't work out. This means I'm not good enough. Or this I did and it was not quite how I wanted. Oh, that means I'm not worthy, and so on. Those are all meanings we give reality. But reality doesn't want us to do that, because from the universal standpoint, we are forever loved. We are all absolutely cherished and loved. So when we connect to that frequency of divine love within us, we are able to have certain level of kindness so that we can parent ourselves correctly. And that's the part that finally allows the ego personality to resolve the issues of the lower self and eventually to become transparent, so that we just follow the desires of the soul and the navigation from that higher place, instead of the ego desires or fearful protection of the lower self issues.